And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the moss. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mash me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drum me round and go right forward, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
All alive. The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Though we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence without an alibi. We
how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Oh my god. Oh, I ran here as fast as I could. And I grabbed myself a cheese stick right before we begun the stream, boys. Oh my god. Maybe one day I can be all fucking ready and shit. Holy damn, boys. I got fucking no sleep. How you all doing? Oh, seriously, I ran as fast as I fucking could, boys. Let me get a fucking break, dude. Yo, let me go and crack a cold one with the boys. It is 5V5 1v1 Duels Day today. Hopefully EU is ready, boys. That stash? Dude, come on. Don't give me compliments. Call it a trash stash. Let's be honest, dude. I didn't even put wax in this thing, and I meant to do so too, dude. Should I go and do that? Should I put on music, put in wax in this thing, make sure it looks all nice? I kind of want to fucking do it. Would you boys be cool with that? Would you boys be cool with that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. It really won't take long. It doesn't take... fuck, I'm logging onto an A. It really won't take long, dude. It really will not take long. Where'd my music go? Where'd my music go? Where'd my music go? It's a good song too. I say it's fucking do it, dude. It will take maybe 2 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes. It really doesn't take long. I just gotta put it between my fingers, and I gotta warm it up, you know, and then I gotta and then we're gonna look clean. I say we fucking do it, boys. I say we fucking do it. Let me first get it on the screen where I can start getting them invites, boys. And then I'm gonna go do it real quick. How can I add you on the U? Dalaran, hashtag 1340. That's all I need to do, boys. You guys know the spiel. Come on, man. There's a good chance you guys would have seen a duel or two. Dala, can we get 2 rogues? No! 2 rogues. 2 rogues only. Can't find a 5th. Can't be a rogue. Can be a rogue. Cannot be a rogue, Capitano. We've seen the gameplay of triple rogue, all stealthy, regular shindig. Trust me, you don't want to see it. Trust me. 5v5 rip. You don't want it. Trust me. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you guys, you're not gonna like it. You're saying, yeah, man, we're getting you the 5th, but you're not gonna like being a rogue. People are gonna be like, dude, why is this the rogue? Why is this 3rd rogue sitting in the stealth all day? We got Alex, we got Peller. I'll give you guys a second. Let me go. If anybody, yo, Capitano and everybody watching right now, you guys are in charge of the chat for a second. If anybody asks where Dal is, tell him, getting ready for... Is this guy fucking role-playing while walking? Weird. Hold on, we'll go invisible. He doesn't see us. He's walking around with a cup. He thinks there's a cup in his hand. There might be, actually. What a fucking weirdo. What a weirdo. This is a roleplay server, though, so I guess it makes sense. Alright, tell the chat, we're gonna be back. Put in mustache wax in my mustache. Literally, BRB.
passes by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. Sometimes I feel that my luck's run out. When things don't go to plan, I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real, this life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
Okay. It's gonna look a little exaggerated. It's been a while since I put on mustache wax and my mustache, dude. I used to do that shit a lot more often too. But we got that exaggerated look going on, boys. More of an exaggerated look more than anything. We got to put mustache wax on. There it is, boys. We're here now. I think it's Crippers versus Alex, right? Here we go. This song sucks. Or it doesn't suck, but like, it sucks. Let me get the duels play. Let's go, boys. Alrighty. Now that we're looking all official and shit, how to get into these? You just join in. You just join a group, pop in, and you're good to go. It's that easy. Even Evil Dalaran plotting with this stash. Yeah. You're supposed to. You're not supposed to like be able to. It's not. So with the mustache wax, you're not supposed to like. It'll look a little better after like about 30 minutes or so, but you're not supposed to just pop it on and then go out. You're supposed to do it like after you take a shower and everything, then you do mustache wax, and then first the wax comes in strong. Especially better if you really take time to warm it up. I didn't take that time, but if you take time to really warm it up between your fingers, then it layers on a little bit less like gel and looking fake, like as if it's like fake mustache. It looks more natural, but give it a little bit of time and it'll really start doing better. I got their aromatic shit. It smells so good. Holy fuck. Alrighty, boys. Switch. What do we got today? We got ourselves good evening. Is that the name? Good evening? That little good evening crew with Christina. Gotta be going out first with Lancelot, Lack, as well as Mizik. We got ourselves Jellyfy on Team Red with Crippers, the Paladin, Necro. Gonna be going out first. We got ourselves Pixeling as well as Void Form. Necro, weren't you? Orc? Did you go Alliance? Dude, everybody feel like going around me. Everybody around me going Alliance supposed to for PvP. Gonna be Christina getting yoinked back in with a trinket, putting his head onto the pillar though. Trying to see if he can avoid Necro after got full bleeds up and running. Necro's trying to get the pets to connect, trying to use Chain of Ice to slow down Christina. He's gonna whip between the pets, letting the bleeds continue doing pressure to Necro. Should be actually clean by now though. And Christina should be able to build up a bit of calm points from all those extra pets, especially with the AoE. Gonna be some cooldowns coming out for Necro. AMS coming in for that Thorns with a bit of transfusion, trying to stay ahead with their health as best as possible. Christina looked like he actually wants to bail away while AMS was up and running. Necro taking quite a bit of that Thorns damage, still trying to play as defensive as humanly possible. Christina taking a bit of damage themselves too. Christina haven't really popped off yet. Still has 2 walls and everything. And looks like Christina, they playing Crucible of Flame? Gonna be a big old bike ready for Necro. Gonna get hit by the bike. Huge healing off of it though right after. If you Death Strike still after a big hit, you will be able to get quite a lot of healing as a Death Knight. That is still in the game, boys. Even though the healing got nerfed, that is still quite a lot of recovery. Christina is still trying to play as passively as possible. Is going to get himself a small heal. Wall finally coming out. Might be getting offensive here as Necro trying to counterbalance the defensiveness of Christina with a bit of necrotics. Thorns are up and running with a big old Lichborn coming out for Necro. Still trying to fight through the Thorns. Maybe a big grip under the Feral. He does grip him back out. But you really did not want to fight into those Thorns. AMS is available right now. Christina is doing really good on health. Necro is melting little by little. Death Pack coming out is going to have the Lichborn, AMS, and everything to cycle through as he goes on into this duel. Christina is still trying to fight a good position right now. It's 2 minutes in, boys. 2 minutes in. And Necro is going to take him a sec. Actually, resummoning a whole new pet. Looks like Christina had quite a bit of bleeds onto that other pet with an Abomination joining the fight right now. Could be lots of pressure by the DK. Christina's going to be out of there immediately. A-bomb on one side, pets on the other. Which way is Necro going to go? Needs to keep the Feral next to all the pets. Should also be able to have Apocalypse available here too soon. Trinket coming out for Christina. From that stun, MS available for Necro, still taking a lot of physical damage, maimed by Christina, surrounded by the peasants, looking to get the hell out of there, bleeds big onto Necro though, not feeling all that good, and actually melting through the Azeroth procs. The big damage came out for Christina when he needed it. Void form. This Shadow Priest is going to be up next. This guy, I believe I made a video, the legendary Shadow Priest in the recent time, not quite Darthly, but quite impressive. It's going to be Christina getting hit with the fear for Void Form. Going to have to go for Shadowmans immediately. No dampening yet, so for Void Form, this is going to be quite a good position. It's going to go for Reaping Flames to Christina. Stun. That's going to be Voodoo Trinket. Every pet imaginable with a Siphon. Christina actually going to Moonfire the Siphon just to get rid of him immediately. Taking a lot of damage. Thorns are up and running for the Mindbender. Trying to get some big bites back into Void Form, who's got continuous damage further. Silence under Christina. Trinkets out of what looks like a Bachelor Maim. As Christina did go with the Duster Trinket. Going to be a quick Greater Fade for Void Form. Does try to go for, choose to go for a Disperse immediately just to start getting that health. It's going to get dots to Christina, not let him catch a result. Christina still holding on to one more wall if they need to. Can Void Form set something up? Next stun could be huge. I don't think he'll have one for a while though. It's going to be Void Form melting down little by little. It's going to be him just going down with the blades. Vampiric Embrace available, not even dampening. And Christina just rotted him down immediately, boys. Very unfortunate how that went down. But that's Shadow Priest for you, man. Pixeling going to be up next, trying to make that Assassination Rogue bleeds work against the Bleed Master. Thorns are up for Christina, feeling confident with those Thorns to go offensive with the Pixeling. Should probably want to pop back into bear form. Big bike into Pixeling. He does not trinket it. He stays in. I think he might have gotten himself a sipping cup prior. That's going to be Kidney Shot onto Christina with a Vendetta. Christina not really feeling the heat yet. Has a wall if he needs to. Evasion up for Pixeling. Does Christina have the big enough bleeds onto Pixelings in order to take him down? Walk him out while in bear form as Pixeling continue to do damage. And Evasion goes down. Trinkets out of it, trying to get a bite onto Pixeling. I think he might have been able to cheap shot. Can Pixeling turn this around with a big Envenom? Does he have bleeds on him? Sipping Cup coming out. Christina looking to end this fight right now. Might have to go for a lot of self-healing currently. Actually trying to go for a re-stealth in general. Needs to come out and get himself regrowth currently right now in bear form. Next to where the eye might spawn. Might pick up the eye. Still trying to see if he can catch a cat form. Sapped out without any dots. And I think Pixeling has it in the bag. He's feeling very confident. Extremely confident. If he screws it up somehow, bashed by the Feral. Trinket coming out into a Kidney Shot on Christina. Does Christina get to survive this? Crucible once. And down he goes. Did a little bit of a BM dance, but you know what? He was prepared. He was ready. And Mizik is going to be up next as a sub-rogue. Tried to get a stab onto Pixelings. Looks like he's actually just going to AoE him out. Does not let the stab. Cheap shot coming out. He's going to get the big. Oh, blood of the enemy. Big damage out of Mizik. Just came with everything. Add that rogue blinded to Jellyfy. Jellyfy getting a big old bash. Jestergath and Mizik right back at him. Trying to see if he might be able to vanish out. Does not feel confident to vanish away from Jellyfy. Landing a killer shot on him. And Mizik looking to get himself a complete reset. With blood of the enemy, he's going to be down for about 1:30 on his big damage. Shadow step into one of the allies. I don't really like that kind of stuff, but he's trying to get away from Jellyfy. I gotta give him the credit, man. Just shadow step and predicting Jellyfy. I don't like it, but I gotta give him credit. Cheap shot, DR fully. Mizik is gonna have to go for that evasion. Jellyfy popping that wall. Probably Jelly's gonna be able to get big bleeds onto Mizik later. Did land a moonfire on him by the looks of it. And Mizik not going to be able to get a proper sap onto Jellyfy. Not happening. Unless he AoEs him out. Catching the resell for a second. No sap. Oh, shortest kidney in the world. Was that still DR'd? Shadow step into an ally again, but that's going to be a route to stop him in place. Jellyfy, if he can poke out, moonfire him. To make sure there's no dots on, to make sure there is dots on Mizik. He might be okay. Catch himself for a second. Backing up. Letting Mizik come out of stealth just so Jellyfy can land the opener. Mizik needs to make a play. He still has health. He still has sipping cup. That's a big bite out of the cat. Cheap shot. Looking for resets yet again. Mizik can get blood of the enemy and no trinket for Jellyfy. He can still make a play. He's trying to catch a reset. He went long distance. Shadow step into an enemy ally. Not really liking that. Now, not really like Rogue's doing that, but at least it's a smaller pillar, small arena. You know what I mean? Jellyfy can still be able to catch up to the guy. I like that one shadow step, and he was able to get away from the cat, but I think it played against him because he just, I mean, he's getting mobility, but like he can never landed like a shadow step sap. Very unfortunate. Lack is going to be up next. Lack getting opened up on by Jelly Belly with a big old bite. He's got the bleed set in. Ring of Frost on a Jelly has a trinket. When does he trinket? Trinket interrupt? No trinket? Didn't trinket that one at all. Gonna be Michu with a root to follow. Jellyfy actually trying to see if he can shadow meld. I don't know if he was able to shadow meld anything. It's gonna be Maim until Lag. Trying to see if he might be able to hit him with a Cyclone. Does he clone the Temporal? I don't think he was able to. Blink. Oh, trinket coming out for Lag with the blink to follow. Does he have shimmer blinks or does he have normal blinks? I think this man played normal blinks. Big Duster Gas smacking the mage. Still has cauterized. Ice blocking right before the cauterize. Getting out of the ice block. Trying to see if he can end Jelly. Oh, the Master Bleed took him down, trying to catch him against Crippers. Is not letting it happen. Breath onto the Paladin. Shimmer blink from Polymorph. Does he get killed by procs? I swear. No. Come on, Blizzard. Come on, Blizzard. Why you gotta be like that? Oh, okay. He lived for a second or two. Got himself one tick of food. If he can somehow get away from the Paladin, getting interrupted on Poly Nova. He still has Cauterize. He's going for Crucible for self-heals. Cauterize still available. Cauterize getting procced right then and there. Landing the Polymer full poly with a... Oh. Well, good evening. Good morning. How are you? Looks like you're just going to run up and kiddish shot Crippers immediately with a bite to follow as he gets a big old Vendetta rolling into the Paladin. Trying to force Bubble or Bop right now. Evasion up for good evening as well. Crippers getting a Hodge into good evening. Playing very defensively here. Not popping wings yet. I think Dustergath came from the... Ooh, big damage out of the Paladin. I don't know what! The Rogue just melted. He didn't pop Vanish or nothing. Did Crippers just do damage and then just pop wings? Bam. Blasted him. Big bubble coming out for Crippers right now as Lancelot looking to catch himself a little bit of a reset. Being a Vulpera Unholy Death Knight. You know what would be cool? If you could get a glyph of like... So now you summon a bunch of zombies. What if you summon zombies that were like skeletons of your race? So like if you're a Tauren, you summon like your Tauren ancestors to fight for you. Like Skeletorans. Or if you're a gnome, you summon skeletal gnomes. Or for Lancelot, like skeletal Vipera. Something like that I think would be kind of cool. Bomb coming out from Crippers is trying to do damage to Lancelot, but he actually stole the bomb. He actually got a free bomb out of it. Is that a simulation from an unholy DK? I can't believe it. But Lancelot does go down either way. He thought that was going to make a play. He thought it was going to make a play, but it didn't. Crippers coming out with 3-0. Can you believe it? Last dudes, I guess. I mean, it was the mage, and then it was the rogue that went down real quick. Interesting, boys. Why don't you like Shadow Steps? I'm not live swapping. Yo, Shadow Steps. Yo, okay. Well, Shadow Steps thing with sub rogues. That's why I don't like him. Okay, I'm gonna add this in the video too. I'm not against a cool play, right? Anything that looks fun. But when you just spam Shadow Step into an ally, it's supposed to be a duel. Like the 5v5 1v1, the most important part is the 1v1 duel. The 5v5 is the buffs that you get from others, like Warlock Hellstones or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, when sub rogues were bad, I allowed like everything, even Shadowy Duel. Shadowy Duel and Shadow Step into allies, don't do that if you're dueling. The main part of it is the duel. Let's be honest here. Let's not do that, Capitano, alright, man? Because sub rogues used to be really bad, but now they're good. You got Death, you got Chicken, you got a bike, you got corruptions, you have yourself a corruption, you blow out the enemy, burst at someone with the Death, you got Chicken, you have plenty of damage, plenty of survivability. You still can juke an enemy by using Shadow Step off of their positional around the pillar. Come on, dude. Have you watched Peekaboo? We know how good sub rogues are. Come on, dude. Alright, next one, boys. We got Ornash ready. We got Crippers, we got Alex. Is that all we have today, boys? Or do we have more? Do we have any more groups, by the way? What about Light Swap? Light Swap is still allowed, yeah. If you Shadow Priest, like, Shadow Priests are awful at duels. Like, I don't think Shadow Priests, like, by themselves are bad. In terms of, like, if you're a Priest player, you're not a bad player. But for duels, let's be honest, they are a class that doesn't do that well. 240 for EU? That's crazy. It's like the most, like it is called 5v5 1v1 duels, but the most important part is the duel. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to get rules where it's kind of fair, but also where it's fun. Fun but fair. We want to have fun. We don't want to have boring plays. That's where we'll have a rule of like, okay, no more than 2 rogues, because watching a rogue stealth around all day will be pretty boring. But 2 rogues, we can deal with it. We can deal with it. Dang, alright. When he's doing an 8 tomorrow, James, tomorrow. We got Ornash ready, Alex, as well as Pelor. Is everybody on the EU fucking Gonski, boys? What are the regular boys on the EU? Athaman? Katrikan? We got nobody? Uh-oh. EU. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, boys. Gonna join the duels? Yeah, man. Welcome to him. Ornash is ready. Pelor, Cripper, Alex, which one of you are ready? You gotta get Ornash queuing against somebody else, man. Nobody making groups? You guys are more than welcome to make groups. If you guys want to know how to make groups, player versus player, premier group, custom PvP, starter group, 5v5 1v1 duels. That's it. Get 4 people in. Add me on Real ID, and there you go. Easy. Let me go and decline a couple people, just so I can like add more people that can add me for these. Let me see if I can clear friends list a bit. Let's take people that haven't been on in like 7 days or more. 7 days or more. 10. 7 days or more. 7 days or more. I pick a random number every time. That's it. Snippy. It's late. What is that? I guess it makes sense. Hey, guys, I'm all looking to add me. Dalaran hashtag 1240. I can get you in. Alex, are you ready? I'm gonna get Alex versus Ornash. Is this NA or EU? This is EU today, boys. EU, Friday, Saturday, NA. Maybe we should try flip-flopping on once, right? Do Friday, NA, Saturday, EU. Let's rematch. I gotta get Ornash queuing against somebody, man. Do people want last go play again? I try to randomize. I try to get everybody to play against one another. I don't try to be like, okay, this group 1, they play against next group and the next and the next. No, it's not like an elimination thing. I try to kind of run it in a style of I try to run it in a style where we get to see as many teams as possible, and we try not to have same teams fight each other over and over and over. Pixel in here, by the way, emoting hard. What's up, man? How you doing, dude? What? Emoting hard. Hi, I am Rustmaster. Invite, please. Romaster Rogue. Master, what's your real ID? Do you have a group? Hope you're doing good, bro. What's up? Well, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Hope you're having a good one, my man. Bring a group, custom PvP, top 5 1. Yeah, if you guys want to join a group, what's up? Find a group, 5, enter. Bam, and you might be able to find a... Oh, God, there's actually a lot of people with number 5 in here. Oh, my God. Willing to sell 20% off Mythic plus 10s and 15s. WowGrind.io. You guys ever buy? Do you guys buy this stuff? On EU, do you guys buy this stuff, or is this just same ads as we have on NA? Because NA, I don't know. Some people maybe buy this, but most people go for like anything that you can do on your server. Like you get guilds locally to do runs for you. You know what I mean? But buying a cross realm like that, yo, RMT dude, easy. That's an easy ban. How can I add you? Kragar, Dalaran, hashtag 1340. Dalaran, hashtag 1-3-4-0. Dalaran. How is it hashtag in Russian? 1-3-4-0. Dalaran 1-3-4-0. Shit. I don't know more languages. I can't count in other languages at all. Well, 5x5, 5x5, 25 for a 25. There we go, dude. For a 25, 5x5, dude. 5x5 radius diameter. Yo, what's for checking the live? Love you. Hey, man, what's up? Atham? Making a group need 2 more? Alright, we'll get Alex and we got Ornash here. How does that sound? Invite, spectator, match, Alex and Ornash. Wow. Up cute as 26, 56. I don't know. I think they have that many people. But we'll try it again. Let's try it again. Yeah, Alex, bam. We're gonna get Palor, bam. Atha, bam. Make sure they are separating for a bit. Add you check, please. Yeah, I will in a bit. Wait, did you add me on an A, Kragar, or EU? Hopefully you added me on EU. We'll see in a bit, though, I guess, yeah? How's the mustache holding up? Also, how you guys liking the 1080p 60 FPS stream, by the way? How you guys liking 1080p 60 FPS stream? Yeah or no? Or do we go back to 720? Or do we go back to 720? What do you boys think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know, let me know, let me know, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. Switch. What do we got today? We got ourselves Donate Blood. Man, you're just gonna take it from him? We got ourselves M6. We got a 4-man with Cryaz and Ornash. Aw. 4-man team over here. We got a 5-man, though. Together with Good Evening. We got ourselves Christina, Lancelot. We got ourselves Lack, and we got ourselves Mizik. Looks like Mizik trying to get out of there first, dude. A little bit of corruption on ya. Hopefully not too much corruption. Doesn't look too bad. But it looks like it's going to be Cryaz first up as a night elf. He's heading towards Mizik for a second. He was looking for him, dude. He's right in front of him for a second, but it's going to be a stealthy duel. Mizik trying to spin to win and randomly AoE out the other rogue. He's being a little impatient today. Trying to find him ASAP. Walk by each other. But they didn't even get a whiff of one another. Can you catch the smell of the rogue? Sapped actually cheap shotted immediately. Going aggressive with Mizik kidney shot with a bike while the Pennant is attacking him. Trinkets out of the kidney shot. Not sure if that was the right idea. Cryaz popping faint just a little hair earlier. Blind as Mizik does get him to at least screw off for a second. With a sap to fall, and Mizik super low in health without a single trinket. Could be a trinket out of Cryaz into a blind reset, and Mizik is super low. Oh no! Mizik looking to actually catch a reset. Does he have mage food? Should have probably ran away. He let Cryaz catch a reset. Cryaz now has a trinket with a blind. But Mizik decided, you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Are we gonna wait a whole minute 30 for his cooldowns, for his trinket to be back up? You might just have to. Why are you looking for him? You just gave yourself a. I don't understand, Mizik. There gotta be a. There's a plan. There's a method to your madness. But this man goes down without a fight. Only a blind and a trinket used that whole arena. Very, very unfortunate. Lack almost finding Cryaz though. there's a method to his madness, right? I was thinking he was gonna stay really stealthy. He didn't go for a sap and an open onto Cryas, even though he had him out in the open. Instead, he went for a reset. I was thinking maybe he's like, you know what? I'm gonna play the stealth game. I'm gonna risk it. I don't want to be found. And then he went to randomly Phantomize Cryas, like knowing that he doesn't have a trinket. That's very unfortunate. Cryas popping down the smoke bomb. Lack blinking out of the smoke bomb, trying to land a poly. Cloaker shadows for Cryas right now as Lack does go for a bit of a temporal. Try to get himself a freeze as well. Vendetta with dots rotting down on him as Cryas looking for a little bit of reset. Does get a little bit of a distract onto Lack, distracting him from his beak. Eats with the Reaping Flames to fall. Kidney shot onto Lack. He's actually fully dotted up. Does land a polymorph onto Cryas. And a second polymer to follow. Lack actually having to go for an ice block as Cauterize is melting right through him into a blind for Cryas. He's looking for a bit of a reset. At least I tried to open up staying in cell. I'm just trying to figure out what you were trying to do. I already had in my head like, okay, he's gonna go for a full reset. Because I see two rogues and I'm like, okay, I'm prepared for the stealthy duel. I'm not saying you guys can't. I'm just prepared. I mean, however you guys want to do it, however you guys want to do it. Double go road until Lack with a kidney shot. Destrigath and Cryas does take him out. Burn the blind, vanish, and a trinket for this encounter though. It looks like Lancelot stopped halfway. No, actually meeting Cryas with a big old A-bomb. Stun coming down to Cryas with rockets to follow. Looking like he just wants to sprint the hell out of there and get away from the Death Knight ASAP. Kidney shot onto Lancelot, forcing out his IBF. That's all. I thought you could maybe jump on the side of that. Actually, I think it should be. No, I don't think you can jump up there on the side of the tombstone. And it looks like Cryas is just doing a lot of the hit and run with a bike onto Lancelot, keeping the dots rolling on the guy. Still trying to find a way to reset and get himself a bit of a setup. Kidney shot into Lancelot. No way for him to get out of this one. Cryas still trying to run away from all those pets. They're actually continuously doing quite a bit of damage. He's going to have to go for a little bit of a self-heal here. As Lancelot popping at AMS. No poisons are going to hit him. No stun to stop him for a second. Stun into Cryas instead. Cryas with not a lot of left here. Has a Cloak of Shadows and everything available very, very soon. Kidney shot into Lancelot. Does he have enough damage? He's actually looking like he's going to just continue running and kiting. Letting the dots do work. Oh! Coming back in with an Envenom at the end with Lancelot. Cryas playing on the edge of the seat. Keeping us on the edge of the arena. On the edge of life and death. And next up is going to be Christina as a feral druid. Can't pick up the eye. Cryas is aware of this. Did pick up the eye. And Cryas got himself a nice position. But it looks like Christina is aware of where he's at. Cheap shot is going to open up into Christina. Perfect opportunity to get some dots with a kidney shot to follow him. And to try to see if he might be able to catch himself a full reset. Actually, I think she went for a shadow meld. Yeah, it looked like he went for a shadow meld, tried to catch a reset. Blind to Christina, does force a trinket out of him. Might be able to survive this. Trinkets out of that stun. No evasion available for a bit. Bash by Christina needs to end this duel right now. Cries if he has himself a little bit of time. No! Had himself a good run, but Christina taking him down. First one on Team Red down for now. Boy's Breath by Ornash. As he's going up versus Christina. Trying to land the Ring of Frost. Does not get to do it. Getting disrupted on fire damage as well. No greater power bust for him. Looks like he does catch Christina in a Ring of Fire, but a Ring of Frost. But busting it out with fire. Does get a blink interrupt onto the Pharaoh. Looks like Christina's actually under a lot of pressure while available, but still might be too much damage by the Fire Mage to survive all this. Looks like Christina is going to be recovering a little by little. Got himself some hot trolling. Ornash cannot go for another Shimmer interrupt for a while. That's going to be reopened by Christina. Big bite, rips her in with a bike coming up. I'm going to be Icebox Ornash looking to get counteroffensive out of this one. That's going to meet you with combustion. Does Christina go for a reset? Bash short onto Ornash. Does get broken down from the breath. And it's looking to kite away while the combustion cooldowns are up. Ornash trying to again blink around the corner. Getting Pyroblast. Still lots of damage available for the Fire Mage. The Pharaoh is still not out of the woods just yet. Just trying not to use anything that gets him to cast. Did get a root onto Ornash, so that wasn't insta available or anything. Breath by Ornash with the Ring of Frost does land it. Oh my goodness, does Christina have a way out of this one? Barely surviving this last blast from Ornash with Reaping Flames to follow, chucking out more pyros. Christina gives himself as much healing as possible. Jester got to follow, but it still is a Cauterize available for the Fire Mage. And good evening, taking them down, coming back a little bit here. MCX charging him with a Rage Regeneration immediately. As a 6-minute mark, 10% dampening. In Rage Regen, huh? I think that might have been one of those things where he accidentally hit the ability. Kineshao onto the warrior. Good evening. Not really looking all that good right now. Going for that Vanish M6 does have a safeguard trick and procket for him. This is probably where you want to have that in a rage regen. But the Rogue, does he get a full reset? He got a clean reset. M6 going in for commanding shout, expecting the Rogue to open up on him right now. It's going to pick up the eye while he got the commanding shout rolling. Going to be cheap shot by Good evening into a Kineshao right after. Felt like a little bit short. Stun onto the Rogue. Does he have enough healing available here? Charge heal coming out with a disarm onto the Rogue. M6 looking like he's actually might be able to catch him back a bit of health. That bike does chunk him out quite a bit though. Looks like the Rogue could be going down. He does not though. Adone blood. This comes out and Reaping flames him out of the arena. That's all he needed to do. Well, there it is, boys. Well, there it is, man. Why don't rogues try to fight? Why rogues don't try to fight? Well, I mean, rogues are squishy. Let's be honest here. Rogues are pretty squish. And Blizzard kind of designed rogues, designed our kind, to be a hit and run class. Nothing wrong with that. A bunch of other classes are hit and run. Monks, druids, all of us are hit and run, you know what I mean? I don't think it's that bad. But it's tough though. I think the only one that can actually tussle is maybe Outlaw with a like double pick up setup. That's the only spec that got insane healing. But you gotta CC, man. Anyway, boys, let's go. Let's get some more games. Scrippers got our group ready. We'll also check for Hagar and Atho trying to get a group up and running as well. Here we go. Here we go. Alrighty. Man, this guy's all roleplay gear, huh? Massive mace and shit. Okay. We got ourselves Atho. 2 more people need to sign up. Damn. We're not really having an easy time catching boys on the EU to join these duels, huh? For some reason. Is everybody... What do we have? Atho's online. Prox is online, but he's probably doing something. Cat is online. Well, I don't know if he's on WoW. Tasty is on WoW. Pelcher's on WoW, but they're probably doing something too. Actually, you know what they're doing? They're probably farming their corruption stuff, right? Everybody's farming the currencies. I won't be surprised, dude. Good down, love you, man. What's up, Brian? How you doing, my man? Keep up the good stream. I'm watching for like 6 months. Hell yeah, dude. Happy to have you. Ready to bring some PvE Dragon's Blood 5v5. I mean, what? Okay, yeah, sounds good. Kragar, have you tried to add me? Kragar, I don't even see you, dude. Did you try to add me before? Yeah, that's why you guys should probably let me know like your real idea as well if you're trying to add me for groups of 5v5 1v1 duels. So if we already played, we probably won't play again tonight. Yeah. Well, we're not getting a lot of groups, so we'll probably start queuing these boys against one another. Let's scroll past. I didn't really. I only looked at the top, and I looked down here. I just kind of like move my finger on the mouse wheel once up. I didn't really scroll, you know what I mean? I just kind of did. Where? So when you say I scrolled, was it from the top? Oh. Yeah. Does that work? Oh my god. Holy shit, you look like a human light bulb. Holy fuck, dude. Oh my goodness. You level, Odin. You do it, buddy. You got this. I believe in you. Almost got them Corsairans unlocked. Just me, I'd like to join in there. Yeah, man, more than welcome to, dude. Just a man is me. I would like to join. It was there. Like recent? I got a hard win. Wait, from the top? Oh, wait, they're here. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, you guys gotta tell me like the name and number too, so I know what to look for. When you say Justman, I had no idea what you meant. I like actually guessing, literally guessing. Oh, John, but I'm chilling at work. Yeah, man, no biggie, no biggie. From the top. Is that another one, or was that you're talking about a cracker? Name Heinrich. I'm gonna look for Heinrich for a second, just in case. Chat delay is pretty low, so you guys, I should be able to read you guys' message as it comes in, maybe with the slightest delay, but it still feels like there's a bit of delay. Hold on. I'm gonna clap my hands, type clap in chat when I clap, okay? I want to see the delay. At least one of you will, I think. Chunu ready? Onas ready? Got a group ready? Let's get Athom in here, dude. Let's get your boy Atho. Atho, man, versus Scrippers. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, that's a low delay. It still feels like there's a bit of delay. Justin, yo, bro, how do we get in? Nah, I don't invite you. You guys got to join groups. You guys gonna make groups or invite groups, man? Wrong chat, sorry. What? What? The fuck? How you doing, brother pig? Hope you're having a good one, man. Switch. We got ourselves Jellyfy on Team Red with Crippers in our back. We got ourselves Necro hanging inside our Crippers horse. We got Pixeling. I like your kind of sort. I like there's a lot of red. And it kind of fits red, but if you look closely, like the red in the chest and red in the shoulder and red in the pants, like it kind of sort of matches, but it's like, it's almost like it took all the cool rogue pieces, put them on at the same time. And as well as the void form. I love that Mazda, it looks so good. We got ourselves Atherman on Team Blue on his team. We got ourselves Bennett. We got ourselves Charlatan. A Night Elf Shadow Priest. Okay. One by one, looking pretty corrupted, and two dances. Are you gonna be one dancer once it comes to Shadowlands? Because we'll have only one dance on a minute cooldown, 30-second effective cooldown, because cooldown reduction is you spend calm points into finishers, and they're off. There they go flying. You guys want to hang out in the corner? That'd be perfect. There you go. It looks like it is gonna be. Is it Crippers first? It looks like Bennett was already out in the open. He popped in Viz and everything. He's waiting. And nobody, wait, no, they do have Jellyfy hanging around on the left side. So Bennett had to be looking for him. As per usual, guys, be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Jellyfy landing the opener to Bennett. Drinking coming out immediately. Trying to polymorph for Feral. Oh no, I think he just realized his mistake. Does get the freeze on the Jellyfy. The Greater Pyro Blast here. Maybe perfect recovery. Forces a trinket out of the Feral. Next ring is going to be the kill. Big Mame onto Bennett. Safeguard trinket, leaving him alive for a little bit longer. Tentacles are going to be shredding through the temple pretty quickly. Big combustion onto Jellyfy. Now that the Feral does not have a trinket, maybe he could get a shimmer into an interrupt onto Jellyfy, potentially. Looks like the combustion is going to be burnt out, man. The combustion engine goes choo-choo chugging out of service. It goes. Bennett just needs to land himself another ring of frost, and he was still trying to land a polymorph on the Feral. Somebody explain to this man you cannot polymorph a druid when they inform. Ice block before the cauterize comes in. He's going to use the cauterize for someone else, boys. This man came in with a plan. Don't worry about it. It seems that one big ring and he'll be good to go. Freeze onto the Feral. Cauterize, combust. Oh. Cauterize not really doing well for you, man. If only he had Ice Block available for it. Charlatan is going to be up next. Jellyfy taking out that guy. That's twice. He meant to land his polymorphs too, man. Oh, this guy must be new at Mage. Bennett, it's okay. Just sleep. Relax. It's okay. What's his guild name? The Death South? Is that alright? Destergath onto Charlatan right now as interrupt comes in for that VT. Not even gonna let those dots running. Gonna be dispersed for Charlatan. He needs to get some CC onto the Feral in order to get himself a setup. Does get VT up and running with a Stone of Jellyfy. As Jellyfy got some damage rolling, it's gonna be Siphon with a Mindbender. A Charlatan trying to get himself some damage rolling onto Jelly while coming out by the Feral. Charlatan playing that very, very defensive with a Greater Fade. Just Greater Faded, popped himself a shield, and is just chilling. Jelly taking a bit of that dot damage with him. Azerite procs. It's actually working pretty well for him. Fear onto the Feral for just a moment. Charlatan rotating through defensives as he's going for that Vampiric Embrace. Jelly with it back with the trinket. Silence up on him. Charlatan trying to see if he can push up into the guy. Maybe get some more damage and more pressure. Trying to stop the Feral from standing there. And at least cast and regrow the whole time to escape. Charlatan taking quite a bit of that bleed damage though as the fight goes on. That's going to be a Twisted Appendage attacking him. Does he eliminate it? He does not. So now he needs to stay away from it. Interrupt onto the Shadow Man coming on for the Feral as Jelly continues to get big bites, refreshing all those dots. It's going to be stun onto Jelly. Has a trinket, does eliminate the Siphon, so he doesn't need to trinket this stun at all. This is not really taking that much damage. Charlton not really looking all that healthy. Has life swap, might need to use it here. Didn't get to use it. Destrigath comes in, spikes him, and eliminates the boy that quickly. 2 Dancer up next with a Shadow Strike onto Jelly. As Thorns is going to be up and running, trying to see if he might be able to get himself a sippy cup rolling bash by the Feral. Perfect opportunity to get some big bleeds onto the Rogue, and Root Kaitem is going to be able to get those roots as a Mark Breath comes out for the Rogue. But he does bear form the kidney shot. I guess you can see that kidney from a mile away. Big bike up coming for the Sub-Rogue into a cheap shot right after. As Dancer's kind of padding back and forth, man, just dancing. Trying to do the extra dance, and only his Shadows dancing, he's dancing on his keyboard too. Jelly barely took that damage from that opener by to Dancer, not really feeling all that pressure. It has a second wall coming back in just 5 seconds. He has a second charge, man. So he didn't even pop one charge. If you only caught him with the kidney shot out of bear form, that might have been a little more impactful. Kidney shot out of bear form right now. The blood of the enemy. Does he go for the big setup? Big eviscerate Destrigath. Only drops him to about half. Thorns to follow as Sir Dancer taking a bit of that bleed damage with a wall up for Jelly. 2 Dancer really needs to make a play. Needs to get a trinket out of Jellyfy. Might be able to wait it long enough with a blind to rotate maybe into a sap or two. On to the Feral. With a bike right after, he's going to vanish for a second, but I think he still has bleeds on him. Looks like maybe he's clean. Does Phantom Knife the Feral out into a kidney shot. Does the Feral trinket it? Not really feeling all that. Not really feeling pressured yet. Eviscerates are coming in. That is going to be twisted appendage. That's a lot of cheap shots back to back. Does wall this damage after. 2 Dancer has nothing left for defensive. Maybe Shadow Step past the Feral. Feral not going for that Shadow Step play. He's just not letting him step. Not going to let him have the 2-step. Got that thrash for a second. Just went back on the side of the pillar. Blind on Jelly. Does he trinket it though? He does not. So for 2 Dancer, he might be able to get some trinkets, some cooldowns coming back up here, but Jellyfy so far been feeling very, very confident as a Feral versus a Rogue. Versus Charlton, as well as Bennett. It's going to be a lot of saps, and looks like 2 Dancer isn't even going to open up on the guy. Interesting. Jelly might just have to go for the eye. That's going to be actually the charge on 2 Dancer as he Nightbladed him out while in bear from kidney shot onto Jelly, but he's just not doing enough damage to crack a trinket on the guy. Does get him to about half health. Jelly finally trying to go for some damage. It's going to be just a advantage. Eliminated that thing immediately. Dancer trying to see if he might be able to get a juke from Jelly. Jelly actually just goes for a heal instead. He's feeling still very confident here. Getting sapped up. No trinket yet. So far, Dancer needs to play this very carefully until he can get his cooldowns back. Force a trinket out of Jellyfy, then go on for the big blood of the enemy. That's the only chance he essentially has here. Big blood of the enemy coming in. Maybe big eviscerate. Destrigath to follow. Jelly's still not trinketed this. He's gonna wall. Since he knows this Rogue has no pressure outside of the setup. And he's seen the Rogue's burst. So blood of the enemy can only get him to about half-ish health or so. Unless this Rogue is just not getting any crits. This is going to be very unfortunate. Burned both Evasion as well as Cloak of Shadows. So now the Rogue is really a sit and duck out here. Has a Vanish if he needs to. Get a shot on Jelly. He doesn't want to trinket it. 2 Dancer feels like he needs to get back on top of Jelly. Throws a bike at the guy. Pops another dance here. And might be the finisher here by Jellyfy. A bash on 2 Dancer. Big Destrigath bite. Takes him out. Precision, quality, precision, madness here by the Feral Overlord with Athaman. Going to be going up next is Atham. Going to be able to dethrone the Feral. They've been ripping and tearing through his whole team so far. Are we going to see the Atham's big build? Is this the big versatility build? Is this some kind of crazy corruption build? Big healer build? Max leech build? We don't know. We just don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Athaman does pop a trinket. I don't know if it was a health trinket, like a Battle Master's trinket, or if it was a medallion or something. Like a badge. Gonna be Jelly actually catching that resell for a second onto Ath. And Shield of Vengeance up for the Paladin. As Jelly actually just gonna rot it down. Did Ath even activate wings? Was that even wings out of Ath though? I don't think that was even wings. I think that man just went overdrive, big damage into Jelly. Popped his Shield of Vengeance. And then burst through him. Unless that was the Minilong wings, which might have been. I might have missed it. Hodge onto Necro for a second. Try to get away from the DK SAP. Trinkets it late. Goes for the best onto Atho. Atho trying to see if he can handle Freedom as well. Freedom out of here, away from the DK. He is taking a bit of damage here. Might have to bubble this. Might have to bubble it right now. Does go for the bubble. Flashlight's coming out. Needs himself a lot of healing as we are hitting into the 8-minute mark. 20% dampening, boys. The dampener is getting quite big. NA or EU today? It is EU for Friday. Saturday for NA. I mean, we're not getting a lot of teams on EU on Friday, but we might have to make one on NA. If like we get 2 teams or more on NA happening, just for the sake of variety, we might have to do some of this on EU, some of it on NA. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Maybe boys will turn up, you know what I mean? Maybe more boys will show up. Stun onto Atho, because we have like 4 teams, which you can have some fun with, but eventually variety wears out. Athaman getting hit with a chain of eyes, still trying to stay on top of Necro. It's going to be Lichborn for the DK. Trying to get himself an interrupt onto Atha, not going to happen. Trying to land those necrotics, not going to happen. Atha is trying to see if he can fight against those as best possible. Wings are up and running for the Paladin finally. Trying to see if he might make a big play onto the DK. Still continue to heal through the damage that Necro throws at him. Trying to see if he might be able to get himself a cast or 2 whenever possible. And that's going to be a free flash of lights for the Paladin. The more flashlights he gets, the better. There's going to be a juke by Atha. Necro cannot stop these flashlights at all. Try to see if he might be able to get himself even more damage. Big haze buff coming out as the army rolls in. And Atha is going to take quite a bit of damage. Bob coming out here to get out of that stun. Has a shield of vengeance if he needs to. Necro has himself AMS. Anti-magic zone too. But that's going to be a hot jet of Atha. Could that be enough damage right now? The Paladin is trying to see if he might be able to survive. AMS coming in. And Atha can get a Shield of Vengeance right after. Does get a juke out of Necro, but the best stun comes in. Shield of Vengeance is up and running. Necro might have to pop Anti-Magic Zone as the shield is about to pop. Got himself Lichborn. Atha might be able to get himself a big setup here. Big pop, maybe? Could it be? Lichborn up. Oh, Lichborn went down as he died, boys. Or it looked like it did. With Bop and Bubble down, Atha is actually sitting duck versus Pixel and getting thrown everything at him while Vendetta is up. And oh my goodness. That's going to be Athaman down, boys. But that was a nice Shield of Vengeance pop, dude. He really got that big pop. You know what I mean? Blind onto 1x1. Try to see if I might be able to get a trinket out of him. 1x1 does have a lot of corruption. Maybe this way a corruption trinket will be perfect. Paladin still broken? You kidding me, right? I actually do wonder what Athaman's build was for that one. It was like a big pop. Maybe a big master build. But the Shield of Vengeance just pops off. Because it looked like he basically bursted down on Jelly without wings. Maybe he did have wings? 1x1 looking for Rogue. He's right behind him, not using the Spectral Sight. Backpedaling a little bit might not be a good move. With a Metamorphosis, trying to see if he can dodge a kidney shot from Pixeling. Did he dodge a kidney? It is going to be out of range of a kidney completely. Pixeling better not jump. Better not jump while in Smoke Bomb. If you jump, he'll see you. Caught himself a re-stealth actually with 1x1. Still not using... Are you using the shorter meta? I think this man is using short meta, boys. I think this man is using the short meta. I'm not sure if that's all that good anymore. It used to be really good. Gonna be IBM for 1x1. Cannot get up there. Trying to see if he can jump back up into Pixeling with the stun as evasion is up. Azurite Beam with a bike. What is this combo here? Safeguard Trinket, 1x1, dropping down Darkness, trying to see he might be able to stay in there. The Rogue is pulling him out of Darkness, not a good position to be in. Next kidney shot could be deadly. 1x1 better have Blur up for something. Has Spectral Sight for a sec, but it looks like the dots from the Rogue break it pretty quickly. Wingspark from Ritual Perfection, is that what it was? It might have been Wingspark, yeah. It might have been it. Just a random Wingsparking. Because I feel like for Paladin, if you have a setup, and wings random procs and you're just ready to go anytime, could be quite nice. Kidney shot. Shadow step by Pixeling. Don't really know if you needed to shadow step him. Gonna be flying up in the air. Trying to see if we can make it rain. Not gonna happen and does go down. Actually, it's gonna be all Team Blue. I think we had one more person ready, but it looks like I thought we had one more person. Oh, it's gonna be a whole team. Atha picking up 2 kills. Jelly 5 with them too. Jelly actually had to do quite a bit of damage here, man. 5 for those kills. Feel like watching Hide Simulator. Well, with a Rogue, you haven't seen nothing, dude. If you think that was a hide simulator, you haven't seen some of those crazy duels, dude. Let's see you right. Yeah, Tyler. This is EU, and looks like EU is dead game, boys. Wow, EU seems like a dead-ass game. Team ready? Yo, got team? Kragar, can we? Yo, if Justin and Kragar got a group, man, I'll get you guys next. I'll get you guys in here, yeah? Alrighty. Perfect. Kragar and Jusuman 5. Here we go. When is NA? Tomorrow, Saturday. Actually, how many of you guys in chat are NA? Because if we have a shitload of NA boys, why don't we just make a NA group too? Why don't we make some groups on NA and have some duels on NA as well? We could hop between the EU and NA, so we can get some variety. Yo, if you have a lot of groups on NA, yo, if you're NA and you're regular, try starting a group. See if we can get 2 groups of 5. If we can just get 2 groups of 5, let me know if you have a group of 5. Just try making a group, man. Turn it on, be like Dalaran 5V5 1v1 duel on a name. EU versus NA, can't. Unless you guys have like PTR or Shadowlands and you're on the same server, it won't work. No, EU versus NA won't work. We can't. We're Blizzard separates the EU and NA. They separate the high and mighty EU from the wretched NA. Switch. They treat us like second-class citizens. You boys are lucky. We got ourselves Zadis on Team Blue. Oh my god, full team of Russians. Illidan, we got ourselves Krager going to be first. As if you're aware, we got Naomova and Round Vade? Rune Vade. Rune, we call him Rune. We'll call him Rune versus trying to find me as a rogue with a perfect name. Ditching and someone just now. Rossmaster, we got ourselves Sushi, we got ourselves Moet and a Wrath. And trying to find me, not really looking all that good. Sitting about a half a shell. Shadow Step and pass Krager on a big old leap. Krager looking to keep this rogue in combat as best as possible. Just trying to walk at him through the crippling poison. It's going to be a quick blazer in case the kidney shot was going to come out of the rogue. Trying to see if he might be able to finish him up. Got himself quite a lot of healing off of that one. Vanish coming in for the rogue. Krager being a few reward unless he has any kind of dots. I think the rogue is going to be able to get away scot-free. If only he had bleeds like from a Getiku weapon from King's Rest. Oh, that would be beautiful. Getting a shot by try and find me. Krager still holding on to all his cooldowns, trying to find me. Get himself a dot onto Krager. Going to be a big old charge by the warrior with a storm to follow. No trinket available for those. Krager had the big damage to follow here. Just an appendage onto the warrior. Eliminates it immediately. Evasion though for the rogue. Krager has no answer for this one. You can just keep rogue in slow. That's about all he can do for now. We'll try to find me. Trying to see if he can get a kidney shot set up onto Krager. Charge by the warrior. Trying to make a play. No more charges available. Big leap to the top of the rogue with a blind to follow. Does he trinket it? It looks like he doesn't want to. Looks like he's willing to let the rogue catch a reset. And the rogue is somehow in combat. Shadow Step and 2. Krager doesn't even need to charge right at him, boys. It's going to be a free charge for Krager with a Blade Storm. In case the kidney shot was going to come out, it did try to find me, try to kidney into the Blade Storm. That would have been unfortunate because that's the next kid right there. Boys, Krager taking him out quite handily. With the Wrath going up, looks like he wants to go for a bit of an honor duel with a bow. Still got a bow off of Krager. That's going to be the Fury Warrior versus Demon Hunter. That's an unfavorable matchup. Going to be a Wrath flying up in the air and Krager having to go for a bit of a reset. What kind of a setup does Krager go for? Is he a Conflict of Strife? I wish we could see that. Is he Reaping Flames? Oh, it looks like he's Crucible for a self-heal. Makes sense. It's going to be a stun onto a Wrath for a second. With a charge to the Demon Hunter for a moment. As Krager trying to get himself a setup. Big tentacle slaps coming out for a Wrath though. With all the Demon Hunter damages and quite a lot. Disarm with the DH. And Krager cannot catch up to the guy. A Wrath though does have to heal only from doing damage. So as long as Krager and a Wrath are both in combat, both of them are healing. Charged by Krager, picking up quite a chunk of health from the charge heal. Trying to see if he can walk away from Wrath, not let him get that leech healing going. That's going to be Demon Form up and running with an IBM to follow Krager. Max ranging a Wrath as best as possible. Stun is going to lock him down for a second. Still hold on to a Trinket with Enraged Regeneration. A Wrath picked up a lot of healing from the Demon Hunter Leech. Short charge heal by Krager, but then Tentacle Slaps are doing quite a lot of work. Quite a lot of work. Safeguard Trick and Brocket for Krager. A Wrath eliminated that thing out immediately. And the warrior just doesn't have a lot of self-heals right now. Trying to pick up Bloodthirst whenever he can. Might be a big leap heal away from a Raz. Fell Lances does pick up a few tags to the face. Krager still not looking all that good. Went for a commanding shot in case it was going to be more procs from Azeroth that would have eliminated him here. Very unfortunate. Super low in health. Oh my goodness. Enrage regeneration would have been needed at that point, man. Very unfortunate. Now Mova is going to be up next. Look at Fancy. Dressed up for the occasion to fight a Wrath. Let's going to try to see if he can hit him with the Casbolt. Looks like he's going to land the Casbolt, but did a Wrath even take damage from it? Hard to tell. Another Casbolt right after with a big haze cast from Mova. Trying to see if he might be able to get himself a gateway. Wrath finally landing the stun into a demon form. Into Mova has the pet and the demon hunter right next to him. That's going to be saved. That's going to be succubus CC into a mortal coil. Does the Wrath have any more mobility to continue on? He's just going to pick up that big old tentacle slap. Twisted appendage is going to get some damage on the Mova. There's going to be Casbolt coming out. Does land a stun with a backup for a Wrath. Has all those demons chase him on one side. Might have to deal with an Infernal here. Might have to just kill one of those demons. Because first he'll not only get a... Looks like he's trying to go for Reaping Flames on his pets. But one thing he'll do is he will be able to get a demon soul out of him. Do more damage. Unless he dies right here. I think he gave up. I think he does. You know what? There it is. He caught me on the open. I'm Dunsky. Sushi already getting smacked with a Casbolt. That's Mova or still had the big damage from the Infernal ready. Fear. It's a Casbolt and Sushi with a succubus CC. The control from the Destro Warlock has been impeccable. He literally just blasted that guy out of here. Tell me right now, Destro Warlock ain't the best PvP class in the world. Tell me right now, boys. What was that? Oh my god, he just took that momentum from that Infernal, all the soul shards lined up with a big CC chain with a pat. Sushi didn't even get to tag the guy. Might have maybe thrown a glaive or something in the burst. Moet, the poet, is going to be up next as a demon hunter, trying to see if he might be able to build some resources off of the demon pet as we're hitting that dampening, boys, at the 5-minute mark. Gonna be Mova actually landing that tentacle onto Moet, having to use a death call to eliminate it. Mova is summoning a whole brand new pet, not letting Moet even eliminate that thing, because I think if he killed the pet he would get a death strike, like empowered death strike. Looks like Moet is perfectly fine attacking the pet. He doesn't want to touch the Warlock at all. He's perfectly okay. I mean, the pet is kind of slapping him. It's kind of whipping him. Eventually he's going to have to get in there, right? I think he's just trying to find a good angle. That pet with the slow is being super annoying. Does he know he's fighting the Warlock, not the pet? This isn't like Oblivion arenas where you fight like boars and shit. He wants to engage. He really wants to. He just doesn't make the play. It's going to be succubus to see that the trinkets out of intro to IBF, but Moet does not press AMS though. Watch you IBF. I guess if I'm like, you know what, I need to IBF it. That's going to be maybe a lot of damage. And no abomination, all those pets. I kind of done. Mova could actually go and kill that abomination if he wants to. Mova just trying to see if he can get healing from a pet. How far did Unholy Death Knights fall, boys? Unholy Death Knights used to be the strongest class in PvP. He was probably wishing, you know what, I wish I had. That's why I needed my IBF. That's why. Mova tried to see if he can land a Casbolt. Free Casbolt as Mova did get himself juked on. The damage was that blood of the animal of the guy trying to see if he might be able to make a play, but he's just getting CC'd. Oh no, Mova! Why you do him dirty like that, Mova? Do him dirty, man. Restmaster is going to be up next, or Remaster is going to be up next. Wall onto Mova, trying to land a Casbolt into the Rogue. This is going to be in the Smoke Bomb with a Tentacle for a second. Shadow Step in 2. The Warlock trying to see if he can get around the guy, trying to get the damage in there. Fear to follow with a stun right after. No, stun does not connect. Those Cloak of Shadows. Looks like Remaster might be able to take down the Warlock finally. The lot go down. On the Cracker and Mova so far I've got to play. And look like Zedis might be able to just finish it off, man. Reaper Flames onto Remaster. Rogue catch himself a cheap shot. Barely any health left and down he goes. That was a pretty quick game here, boys. That was a pretty quick game here. Mova just blasting these guys out of here, boys. They're just giving logs free kills. It feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like it. Is this EU? Yeah, this is EU, boys. This is EU. Can you believe it? Crazy. Warlocks in EU are also still very, very strong as they are in NA. Crazy. Warlock is insane. He's really good. Mo have been in a lot of these duels. He's been in a lot of these 1v1s, man. At first, Mova came in. I'll be honest. I was like, man, this guy is not super great in duels. But then I realized it because he has elite title, right? He has 2400. It's because he usually does 2s or 3s, most likely. Well, I'm gonna say most likely. Let's be honest here. I'm not gonna say like I know, but that'll explain it. He does a lot of 2s or 3s. There's a healer usually, right? He's worried about damage, but here having to worry about crowd control and doing everything himself. You can't just stand there and, like, you know, knowing there's no one to heal the targets. Change your gameplay, change your mindset a little bit, and then you're good to go. Atham and group ready. How are we doing on NA, boys, by the way? How are we doing on NA? Do we have any groups on NA? Atham and ready versus Ornosh. Alrighty, boys. Got Ornosh versus Atham, man. 5v5 1v1 ready and set. Into the Tiger's Peak we go. Seeing all the peaking tigers out there, boys. I saved that, right? Hopefully. That's a good one. I try to save all these, man. We have a new team alliance. Alright, Capitan, I'll try to get you in next, yeah. Are you on Alex's team, right? Or do you have a separate team? I need to add you if I don't have you added. To get your team rolling then. Someone on the group join open? Should be, yeah. You can also check the custom PvP. See if there's a 5v5 1v1 group up and running. I would just go custom PvP. Open up like custom groups and type number 5 in the search. You might be able to see a group up and running. Can you say ID once more? Dalaran #1340. Capitano, by the way, thank you for continued support, man. I see that badge, man. I appreciate it. Which? What do we got? We got ourselves Donate Blood on Team Blue with M6 in the back. We got ourselves Cries. We got ourselves Moon Frosty. Gonna be taking a step forward into arena. Looking actually pretty frosty, actually. What are you? Human? Human, Unholy DK, or Nordosh in the back. Gonna be Charlton, gonna be first up on Team Red. We got ourselves Jellyfy in red with Necro. One bone and Atho man in there as 1x1. It's not one bone. Actually, what the hell? Shadow Priest damage onto Moon Frosty. What are you doing to this man? Just melting him. I looked away for a second, and Moon Frosty is at half its health. Throws a bike at Charlton. Does have life swap if he needs to. Does have himself Vampiric Embrace, trying to go for as many instant cast abilities as he can into Moon Frosty. He goes for a full Death Pact. Charlton needs to walk up to an ally and life swap right now. He's gonna grip him away. He doesn't even let him go for a life swap. No! Someone get close. No! Moon Frosty saw it from a mile away. He just sees Charlton just slowly levitating to Atho. He's like, come on, come on. He grips him way back. Won't even let him use the cooldown. Oh no. Yeah, Charlton, you might need to play next to the enemy, next to the friendly team, so that doesn't happen. Moon Frosty gripped him out of there, man. Quick thinking. Quick thinking. I like that. Necro and Moon are just gonna be blasting pets at each other. Moon Frosty looks like he's summoning a whole army of the undead. I think Necro already used all his. Moon Frosty not really looking all that good. They're not allowed to heal pets down, and down he goes, getting locked out. Just in a massive brawl of Unholy DK versus Unholy DK. So many pets on the table. Not even funny. Cries is going to be up next though. Marfa the kidney shot onto Necro. Does have IBF. He needs a bike to follow. Doing quite a bit of damage with Ripping Flames right after. He's going to catch himself a bit of a reset. Cries though. This is going to be getting the dots up on pets, trying to get slows onto Necro. Necro burning that Death Pact a little bit early. Trying to get all that health up before the necrotics really start to set in, or before dampening really start to set in. Now you should be able to heal. I like that ability from DKs. And the way that you use it, like for PvE, I couldn't really see myself as a Death Knight really using that ability. Just like, man, I'll get all that health, but then the healer gotta heal me right through. I mean, maybe in pure emergency situation, but in PvP, if somebody's like running from you, that's a cool button to use. Because you can just kite somebody until the necrotics are gone, and then you have a lot of the health. It's really, really good. AMS coming on for Necro, and Cloak of Shadow is getting traded for Cries. Continue to use Ripping Flames onto Necro. The DK so far is at a less than ideal situation. Dropping down a bomb into Cries. The kidney shot does lock him down. Dropping down the smoke bomb. Not really sure what he was going to do with that bomb. With a cheap shot to follow. Garrod right after does take him out. Necro going down. So far it's been a fairly even trade for Team Alliance and Horde. Trading 1-1, but Athel looking to even the odds here to continue the trade. He just needs to take down Cryas and maybe reverse that trade. Take it down, donate blood, M6 or not, whoever it may be. Paladin versus Assassination Rogue though. Could be a tough matchup. Cryas does not have a trinket though, no cloak, no vanish. So he actually could sit in stealth here the whole time. I mean, I think you can hang out on Eternal all you want. I think you might have to pick up the eye. I think it might have to. Cryas, he's looking like he's just gonna be chilling, dude. Looks like he's put himself in park. The walking to you. Adaptation, okay. Ather is back to his roots of playing adapt. It's been a while since Ather played adaptation. Been a Paladin though, I feel like it's a class that can do pretty well with it. No, besides rogues. That's sap. That's obvious. Cryas gonna be catching himself a full reset. Ather is gonna go for a re-heal, letting Cryas do the hit and run. As Cryas has a trinket coming up very, very soon, as well as evasion, cloak of shadows, and a vanish in about 40. I mean, Ather could push in, pick up one of the eyes, but he's just gonna be patient. Patience is a virtue. Maybe that's what the monks teach us. Patience is a virtue. A patient tiger like the tiger Zuen, whose statues you see all over this place. Tiger gotta be patient if he wants to eat. Can't expand energy. You cannot expand energy at all. Just gotta make sure all the energy gets used for something. Don't waste it. Speaking about energy, Cryas is going to see if he can pop in. Got a sap into Atha. Not going to be able to get a adaptation here unless he kidney shots him. He's actually going to wait for full DR. I think he's going to fight for full DR. Now he opens up. Kid the shot to fall onto Atha. Destergath. Hold. Listen up, Penage with Reaping Flame Stone. Everything at the man. Cheap shot right after. Trying to see if he can get a bubble out of him. Atha dropping down quite low. Was that a Vendetta too? That might have been with a Vendetta as well. Atha picking up the eyes. Just trying to stay ahead of Cryas as best as possible. Sap to follow by the Rogue. Atha might be able to finally connect and do some damage with the guy. Is gonna get Cloak of Shadows popping in for Cryas. Gonna not be able to avoid some of this holy damage. Get the Shadow. I think he actually has forbearance for a little bit. Will he be able to press Bob before this Hodge onto Cryas? Shield of Vengeance to follow. Will he get the shield to pop big onto Cryas? Could be big right here. Huge shield pop, but no! Atha taken down with a twisted appendage as well. Cryas just sat in there, fainted that. And that's gonna be a sap into 1x1 as he's also playing adaptation. This boy's playing adaptation might not be a good play, man. Does at least clip the Rogue with a cheap shot to follow. That's going to be Rogue controlling this fight. Either way, the Reaping Flames on the 1x1 blind right after. Might be able to get himself a full reset here, boys. Exactly the reset he needs. That's a full reset. Destergath and everything getting thrown at 1x1. Actually waited out the full sap DR with a smoke wall to follow 1x1. Are you just gonna melt to the dots? I think you are. Yeah, I think you give up. That's unfortunate. Jellyfy gonna be last man on Team Red as the team literally lost all hope playing against the Rogue, man. As the team has lost all hope playing against the Rogue, who's just sitting stealth the whole game. How dare these Rogues do this? Jellyfy is going to be the last man standing, trying to see if he can fight for survival. Cryas, though, throwing in quite a bit of damage inside of a kid in the shot and trying to see if he can go for that kiting game against Jelly. Does force out evasion out of Rogue with the route to follow. Cryas goes for a vanish road into cheap shot on Jelly. Might force a trick out of the guy. He does go for a wall. Needs to get a lot of healing going. But we're at the 7-minute 30-second mark here, boys, with 16% dampening. Quite unfortunate. Cloak of Shadows for Cryas does get hit with a bashful. Maybe Jellyfish can turn this around. Big Destergath does he have a bite to follow right here. Bear form instead as a Vendetta comes into Jelly. Does kidney shot him. The Thorns was the way that Jelly was going to play. It was going to play very defensively as M6 is approaching quickly. Can Jelly come back with all the 4 people on, or 3 people left on Team Blue? and fight for his team, he might be able to. Does have one more wall available. Does get a reopener onto M6. That's going to be a trinket out of the warrior immediately. Jelly trying to see if he can be maybe avoid M6. That is going to be a Stormbolt out of the warrior. So yeah, one charge, one leap, one Stormbolt, one life, one opportunity. Looks like it was a Dusty Geth maybe out of M6. Jelly's got a wall this damage right now as M6 got some cooldowns rolling. Shortest maim in my life though. With Thorns to Fall, it doesn't reflect a little bit. Jelly though, trinketed out of that Stormbolt. Didn't really feel all that confident from that one. And M6 has that safeguard trinket. Yo, Jelly might have to play this very, very carefully if he wants to win. Because so far M6 just has him just on the brink. No trinket, no walls anymore. Could be really bad. And he's going for that eyeball right now. Still has that enraged regeneration. That's going to be maybe Enraged Regen coming out. Does get the tentacle. Big bite to clasp it in. And that's going to be Ornosh up next. Try to see if he can blink on top to Jelly immediately. It's going to be Twisted Appendage attack at Ornosh. This lands a breath of the Jelly with the Root to Fall. Try to get a root going. It's going to be Michi coming down. Missing completely. With stars to follow. But Jelly does go down. Ornosh just needed a couple more Fire Blasts. And that was it, boys. Trying to play it out as best he could. Mindfully did 45% of his damage in the opener. LMAO, dude. Yeah, the tentacles still hurt. Blizzard did nerf the tentacles damage, I think, and oh no, they didn't nerf the damage. Well, maybe they nerfed the damage a little, but I know they made it so you can only spawn one every 13 seconds or something. So if a rogue gets one in the opener, it's still quite tough, dude. It's still quite tough. Alex Fortunio, alrighty, boys, we might have to do it. NA, do we have any boys on NA, by the way? Do we have any boys on NA, by the way? NA, do we have any groups on NA? By the way. How's it going with groups, Ren? Because if we get a second group, man. Adala, DBMZ, add please. I'm here. DBMZ, do you add me? It's a lot easier if you add me, my man. Dalaran, hashtag 1340. I have my shut on 1080p, 60 FPS. You should be able to see it, I think. Right here. Right here, you did? Oh shit, so I gotta look for you. Okay. I'm really bad at these, boys. I need DB Mezzi. Looking for letter D. Looking for letter D. Diablo. Pro Gaming. Dundenza. Hello. Fred Hardwood, this is a Remaster Rogue. I want to go to the tournament. What tournament are we talking about? 5V5 1v1? Can we get a hashtag remaster in chat? Remaster Rogue. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. You want to join for duels? You're more than welcome to a tournament. I'm not doing... I don't really count this as a tournament. But you're more than welcome to join a group. There should be a couple groups up. Mezzi, gotcha. Got him! Got him! Capitan, you have a full group? Because I'll get you versus Alex. It says there are... They are 3. 3 new or 2 new? EU? Yes, EU. I think going versatility is the way. Yeah, once the gushing gets nerfed, I think versatility is the way to go, boys. Look out for versatility vendor as soon as possible. You have full. I added you. Hit me up. PM me. Just send me a message. Anything. Tell me your favorite color. Tell me your favorite food. Tell me size of a shoe. Tell me what you want to be when you were a kid. What you want to do when you grow up or whatever. Tell me anything. Real ID. Just whisper me on Real ID so I can have you like on here. Trust me. It's worth you PMing me on Real ID. You didn't accept the thing. Did I not? What the fuck? Yeah, I did. So I pressed it. But you're right, I didn't accept it. Because go from the top. You saw that I pressed the chat, right? You saw that I pressed it. Yeah, my bad. I can't see. I can't read either, okay? There we go. Now we're good. I sent it. Didn't see you yet, lol. Yeah. You I pressed it. It's not my fault. I pressed it. I blame the game. I blame Blizzard. Blizzard, expand my friends as Blizzard, please. We do some great things here. We got Mezzy, we got Alex. We'll try to queue him. We got 2 ready. We can get Ornosh versus them. Krager, we can get Atha versus Krager. I think that'd be fair. We can get Ornosh versus Pello or Just Man. Let's get DB and Mezzy. DB, Mezzy, and Alex in here. Up. Wait, what? Are you guys same group? Is one of you offline? Oh no. DB Mezzy. I think one of you is offline. Blame the mouse. I clicked it. It's not the mouse. It's just wow. Look, I can't accept. I clicked it. Like I did it. Worked. You could see the button is being clicked. Tron, please. Were you offline? Okay, I could try it again. Unless you guys are in the same team. Jellybrain's request. Is that a new one? Please be new, because it's so much easier to find if you guys are new. Jelly. Oh shit. Jellybrain, right? So I need to look for J. I'm kind of sad we don't have the regular boys here, because this show we'll be having so many more duels. I'm looking for Jellybrain. I'm looking for a letter J. If I missed it, let me know. Last time. Okay, hold on. Let me find Jellybrain. Here we go. Got him. Can't. I'm full. Has anybody been offline for a while? Somebody has been gone. Ruin's been gone. Wait, I can't move Ruin. Ruin is a nice guy. No. 5 days. Okay. Jellybrain. Here we go. Cool. Okay, now it worked. Way too nearly. We'll play 1 hour at the same time teams. Wait, what? What team are you on? Why don't you say something? You guys should like at me and be like, yo, Dalaran, add this person on Real ID. Have 5-man team. Like it probably helps if you at me so I can see it is in chat. I can't keep up with everything, boys. I try to. I'm doing my best. I swear to God. I'm doing my best. I still need help though. Alrighty. So Twitch, what do we got here today? We got ourselves Dirks. Is that Dirks Brian? Is that Dirks Brian coming back in? Or is it just a random other Dirks? These people know. We got iBurst here. We got ourselves Christina Zesty. And Lack as well. With Frost Boss coming back in here with Kaidu. Looks like he does he want to go first? Last? He's not sure. We got us as Lane in the back. We got us as Melodious and Monster. Good luck and have fun, everybody. It looks like Kaidu is going to be first up, boys. Actually, no. It looks like it's going to be Lena. Lena versus Lack. Going to be going up as a big old fire mage up first. Bit of a bow to the Demon Hunter before he goes in ripping and tearing and shredding through him. Who's going to make the first move? Lena's trying to be out in the open. Mage is trying to hang out behind the pillar. You would think that maybe that would be the opposite. I think the cast was kind of like being out in the open. Better than melee. Is going to be missing the breath though with the Polymer still landing. Going to be great at Pyroblast for free for Lack with the Ring of Frost. Does it connect properly? It does, but darkness come in. It trinkets out walking out of darkness though. Oh man, probably could have just stayed in. I wonder if darkness would have probably held you, dude. You would have maybe been fine. Lack trying to see if he can get himself another Greater Pyro, but that's going to be a freeze. Actual Shadow Mill by Lay is going to be able to get out of the root rafter. As Lack did go for a bit of an invis. Does land the breath onto Lena. It's going to be a full poly to follow with Greater Pyro. Try to see if maybe he can get a Meteor rolling as well. Lena is going to get a Meteor. Actually, lots of damage. Pyro Blast coming out by Lack. It does take him down. Getting the kill while he's sitting in that stun. The fire damage from the Fire Mage just burning through Lena so easily. It's going to be Hand of Freedom coming out for Monster. Is trying to get closer. Lag actually goes in for a trinket from the breath. Not really sure if that's what you want to do, but that's going to be it. Ring of Frost to follow onto Monster. It's going to eat a second. Greater Pyro bubbling out a little bit early, though. With the blood of the enemy. Got himself quite a bit of burst. Ice Block for Lack coming out immediately. Just doesn't want to get blood of the enemy at all. With a breath to follow onto Monster with a Polymorph right after. Greater Pyroblast making a play yet again. Does he have the ring? He does not. He actually tries to see if he can get a second. Greater Pyro does send it flying with a Pyroblast to follow. Or Fire Blast. And a Crucible. But not enough. Monster still has a bit of hell, dude. The Greater Pyro double greater thing is fun. But like doing the blink thing for it, that's a little rough. I think the only way you're going to be able to get like a big combo to really one-shot someone is if you Greater Pyro Blast super far out and then you blink into them with a Greater Pyro, but by then Polymorph is going to break. So I understand why I made you blink away. Hodge onto Lack for a second as wings are up for the Paladin. Barely any health left, does get Fire Blasted to the face. With Frost bosses, a Frost DK looking like he's actually going to give the guy a bit of an auto duel, man. Looks like he, nope. Chain of Ice, sees him poking out for a second. Doesn't want to give Fire Mage an auto duel. I wouldn't either. Trinket for Frost Boss with an adaptation though, has AMS rolling too. So Lag just has to wait it out for a little bit, man. Got that Shimmer dropping down a Meteor onto Frost Bosses. He got some cooldowns rolling as well. This is going to be going for the Massive Cinder Ghost to strike from above. No Ice Block available for Lack right now, though. Might be in a really bad spot. Maybe a Temporal available here. No Temporal available. Needs to get himself a shield ASAP. But it's going to be going down. The Fire Mage burnt out, boys. And himself a really good run. But he's burnt out. Drex is going to be getting himself a reroll for Roll the Bones versus Frost Boss. Got himself the big slappers into a disarm onto Frost Boss. Not going to be able to get a lot of damage. It's going to be Plunder Armor, but Dex right now with a bike to fall into Frost Boss, getting those massive procs onto the DK. Big slappers for the Outlaw Rogue, dude. The huge slappers. Procking a hell of a lot. Killing Spree to follow right after as Frost Boss trying to see if he can Chain of Ice. Hold down Dirks for a second from the Rogue. Just running around all over the place. Just rushing around the guy. Is going to rotate into that death back while Dirks does go for a parry. Frostboss should be able to get himself quite a lot of healing. AMS coming out for the Twisted Appendage. Does eliminate it early on. Gouged by the Rogue as he's just trying to get CC rolling onto Frostboss back to back. Stun coming in onto the Rogue. Trinkets out of it. He's just trying to get enough globals in just to take down the DK. Blind as he's super low. Get himself a second sippy cup. Might be able to finish him. Maybe. The Outlaw Rogue damage is a little inconsistent sometimes. It's going to be actually Frostboss going in for a little bit of transfusion. Does he get to survive this damage versus the Outlaw Rogue? Stun comes in. Does have Lichborn to follow. Gripping the Rogue on top of him is going to get hit with a disarm. More technically slaps coming in from Drex. Or Dirks. But he's still not able to finish as Frostboss actually continued to heal little by little. Does get to gouge and get away for a moment. And finally has a normal cooldown for his trinket for just a second. Might be able to get himself reset. And Frostboss not getting himself out of combat at all. Dirk's just opening up with the guy immediately. AMS available before the stun. Looks like Dirk's actually looking to complete the reset here. He does get himself a nice reroll. Vanish to follow. Does he have the dot though? Frost Fever? He does not. Sap with the Frostboss. Looks like the Frost Fever was still there in the game. Unless somehow something broke Dirk's out of stealth. Does have a Cloak of Shadows, but that's not going to stop him against the Death Strike the Frostboss got going on. He's not really able to get the most amount of healing since Outlaw Rogue doesn't really burst down Frostboss. But Twisted Appendage on the Sun is doing quite a lot of damage though. Frostboss could be in a bad spot. Does have Disarm available with Lichborn to follow. It looks like Turks Brian does take him out. Yo, Kato, my man. I say you come down from the middle. You got to start from the start, man. I mean, I guess nothing can stop him right now. But Kato, next time, my man. Don't rush out until Frostboss is dead, man. That's not allowed. That's makes the duels a lot less fun. Dirk's trying to see if he can kite him around a little bit. No evasion for Kato for just a second. Actual stun as he trinkets out of a gouge. Does Dirk's trying to get to eliminate him here? Trying to get as much damage as he can. Get himself a second sleeping cup at the 6% dampening though. Trying to get a Reaping Flame rolling onto, I think, Kato. Dirk's barely with any health. Does get himself just a little bit extra. Kato taken down. And there it is. Yeah, not cool, man, Kato. Not cool, my guy. Do what Melodious did. He sat in the back until you died, then he's free to come out. It makes the duels a lot more fun, man. Come on, dude. Come on, bruh. Don't be that guy. Don't be the... Dude, you're also a rogue, man. Come on. A single glaive throw to the face, and Dirks just got comboed with Azeroths all in the open. Melodious is getting big opener on. Bike and bite and everything by Christina with a route to follow on to Melodious. Now look at that good Ross Master, my man. How you doing?
Saw myself on your list. I would like to easily get you in tournaments in the future. This hard win.
I saw myself on the list. I took out Real ID. Is that what you mean by hard win? Is that what I'm looking for? Yo, can we just stop and chat? I'm looking for hard win, right? Yo, can we get a Master Rogue in chat, boys? Showing appreciation for the long don't know, my man. Gonna be Melodious flying up in the air with fell lances dropping down onto Christina as he got himself thorns up and running. Melodious not looking all that good. It does get clipped at the very end. Man, these duels have been really short. Dirk's buying coming back in though, boys. Swap his name. Why would you do that though? Why would you do that? How you doing, by the way, Dirk? It's been a while, huh? Alright, so what does that message say? Bro, I saw myself on your list. I would like to easily get to you in tournaments in the future. This hard win. Are you saying you would like to add me on Real ID so you can make groups to join and participate in 5v5 1v1s easier? You want to be part of the community? Yeah, that's what you're trying to say, man. Hey, let me find you real quick, yeah? See if I can find it. What am I looking for? Hard one? Remaster? What am I looking? I think hard one, right? It said quotation hard one. Alright, let's look from the bottom up. Hard one. Hard one. Hard one. Looking for letter H. Hard one. I'm guessing. Dude, that's all. Yo, that's what I was able to extrapolate from your message. If I got something wrong, you don't need to donate. Just stop in chat and at me, dude. Just at me in chat so it shows up. Like, if you guys add Dalaran, I see your message. It like highlights it. Did I miss it already? Fuck, I was talking. Let's scroll down for a second, just so I can H. Because I was talking and I just spaced out. Looking for letter H. I'm not looking at the chat, boys. I'm just looking here just to make sure I have all concentration, full focus right now. Looking for hard one. Letter H. Did I miss it already? Like, I feel like I missed it already. I do it a lot. I don't do it on purpose either. Dude, my brain don't work, okay? Fuck. Did I miss him? Yo, if I missed you, I'm literally not trolling. I'm literally trying hard, dude. Hard one, hard one. I didn't see it. Here we go again. Chad, did I miss him? What was he? Towards the middle, towards the bottom? Where did you see him? Second from the bottom. Oh, shit. Okay. Wait, can't even add him. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. Sean. Wait, that's who's it again? It's the enhancement shaman. Psychum. That's who it is. Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it. Again, I don't do it fucking on purpose, dude. I literally don't do it on purpose. Hold on. We got him. We got you. Easy. You missed him literally. Yeah, dude. I'm literally blind as a bat. I literally. It's one of the rules down below in chat. Dalaran can't read. I literally can't fucking read. Monspur, get off. Umirai, Snow is Noah. Monspur ready to die again and again. Oh my god. Oh, would you say that? Group 2 replaced. Now later. Well, Cracker, I can get you in, man. I can get you in. Athelman and Kragar 5. Ready? Alrighty. Hardwin's here. Wow, thanks, bro. Do you have a group? Do you? Because I'd like to add people that have a group. I thought you meant you have a group. Because you don't need to have me added unless you like have a group. Yeah, I might have added it for no reason then. Because the only reason I need to add somebody is to... Unless you're going to be one of those guys making a group, you don't actually need to have me added or nothing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys do groups, but a lot of you guys are just chilling in groups. You know what I mean? Alright, let's get a new one going, boys. Got ourselves... Let's save that one, right? Okay, I did. Alrighty. Switch. What do we got for this team? Team Russia, we got ourselves. Zadie, we got ourselves. Krager, we got ourselves. What is his name? Lovey cheap shot? Cheap shot. I see the word cheap shot in there. Last few letters, cheap shot. We got ourselves Mova. Whoa, a little close. And we got ourselves Rune as well. Versus team of 4. Where's your fifth? We got ourselves Athens. We got ourselves Jelly, Voidform, and Warport. How you doing, brother Warport? Been a while, my guy. Hope you're having a good one. Looks like Warport is going to be the first one up and running versus Mova. Oh no, the Destro versus Jestro. Oh, Dust hit it first. Both of them got the intro pets. Dropping down the Infernal, not even on top of Mova. That's unfortunate. Tricket's out of the Fear. It's going to get a Reflect up and running. Trying to get a big old Casbolt up and running too. Fear onto Warport. Now interrupt from the pet. Big Casbolt's flying. Is going to get himself wall rolling. Back-to-back stuns into Warport as Mova's just controlling him. Trading mortal calls for now. Warport still has a lot of cooldowns. Getting a second Infernal up and running. Warport is going to start chucking out them Casbolts, man. Getting locked down in his Casbolt though. As Mova get his own Casbolts back into Warport, blasting through him. And Warport goes down without even the first minute of this duel. Being up and running, boys. Catch Cheap Shot? That's what the name is? Lovey Cheap Shot. Okay, Lovey is like catch. Okay, cool. I get it. Look at him, Cheap Shot, dude. Look at him, Cheap Shot. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a better rogue name. You know what I mean? Gonna be a Void from trying to see if it might be able to get some dots. It looks like it's gonna be a whole new pet for Mova, actually. Summon a fresh one. But it's going to be Shadow Priest versus a Warlock, man. Going to be kind of hard here, man, for a Shadow Priest. Especially with that pet. What is the pet's name? It's Sheer Coral. I want to say Balloon. Let's call him a Balloon. Big old Balloon boy, dude. Void from got a balloon. The one leave him alone, dude. You got some static in your hair or something, dude. That balloon won't leave you. Just attached to you at the hip. Mova is going to get a banish onto the Mindbender though, so for Voidform, it's not going to be any resources he can get out of it. Mova is playing this very, very carefully, I think, and before he gets himself a full setup. It looks like the fifth one on Team Red is here as Necro joins in towards the back. He is here, boys. Going to be interrupted to Voidform and Shadow for a second. Very unfortunate. Mova looking very aggressively to push in on top of the guy. Try to get a bit of a come flag, but that's going to be Fear as Voidform did go for a Greater Fate as well. Dodge the come flag, but it's still going to eat quite a bit of dot damage though. Casbolt tried to come out for Mova, not going to happen. Voidform still just melting just to a single Immolate. Does he have the Vampiric Touch? He at least has Pain on Mova. Probably has VT as well too, right? Voidform trying to get as many Isaac as he can. Does get a silence on the Mova though, as a Mortal Coil gets sent out. It's going to be banished onto the pet. And Voidform, does he get a Siphon? Twisted Appendage for free though. That's going to be that Balloon getting switched around for a Succubus instead. Dropping down the big old Infernal. It's going to be Succubus CC onto Voidform. He's going to blast it back-to-back Casbolts. He's going to have to go for a Disperse right now. With a stun to follow, a Cataclysm around the corner. Even in Disperse, this man is still taking a beating, dude. Trying to see if he can get some Shadowmans around the corner. That's all he can do right now for these duels, man. Just Shadowman and try to stay alive if he can. That's going to be quite a lot of coolness from Mova right now. Still trying to get those Soul Shards cycled through his Infernal. He's going to beef up the Casbolts. If Voidform pokes out for a second, Mova gets to catch him. Not going to be able to get the most damage anymore. Does have the Succubus CC to control him, so Voidform does not have the big interrupts to stop him. Fear onto Voidform, Dust Trinket out of it, trying to get some dots into Mova. At least he got something rolling here. At least he got some dots rolling. Still just taking so much damage just from a single Immolate, dude. From a one single Immolate, it's just so much. That's tough. 3 minutes in, almost 4 minutes, and Voidform is still hanging in as a Casbolt is going to hit him. Dust and juking out. Dodging the Mortal Coil as his pet does get hit into a banish for a moment. Might be able to actually push something here as he did use himself the, what is it called? The Voodoo Trinket. Always wanted to think of like Underrod, the dungeon. But it is a Voodoo Trinket. Getting a random tentacle to proc into Mova. Does land a silence. Mova is actually going to go for a gateway. Actually was able to get quite a bit of damage onto the Warlock for a second. Just needs a tentacle to proc while he's going for burst. That Succubus though stops Voidform completely. Maybe even better than the Interrupt Pet, because the Interrupt Pet, I mean, it interrupts him. But Voidform, like, he can just go for as many instant casts as possible for abilities. and the intro pet won't stop him. That's why he swapped to Succubus. Because Voidform, what's he gonna do? Silence the Succubus? He can. Mortal Coil gonna hit him as he's gonna set himself up. Shadow Fury Casble to follow. Voidform has no answer for this one for a bit. With a Succubus you see for that Casble right after. And just locking him down between Fears and Succubus. You see, using that like a stun. As he throws out Succubus CC while the Casble is midair. So even as Casble connects, it does not break the Succubus CC. And that's going to be the 5-minute mark. Voidform still hanging in there, boys, versus the Warlock. Voidform barely hanging in there, though. Dispersed back up in 55 seconds. Got himself Greater Fate in 20. Trinket very, very soon. And still holding on to a Vampiric Embrace. Has a lot of resources from the pets, though. Might be able to make some play here. Trying to get some damage rolling again. Going to be the Succubus CC with an Infernal crashing down. Trying to get as much damage as he can. That's going to be Drain Life. I mean, even Drain Life. Burning through Voidform. Can't even go for a single Mindflay to do some damage to Mova, dude. His Mindflay don't do enough. Silence on the Mova does get himself reflect. Greater Fate available, dodging the Casble, but I think it's still going to empower the other Casbles that Mova has. And Voidform, man, oh my goodness. This is so unfortunate. Still trying to get some dots rolling onto the pets. That is going to be Cataclysm around the corner. With the Succubus CC, breaks it. Somehow breaks. No Greater Fate for this one. Fear onto Mova. Might be able to get a stun lock rotation going himself. Void Elf Trinket. That's going to be Voodoo Trinket with a Siphon. Is going to have to go for this burst while his Mortal Coil and Feared out of there. Just give up Priest to Mega, dude. Come on, man. I want to see the Priest can play well, dude. I want to see those Priests play. How's Shadow Priest going to be in Shadow? In Shadowlands? Oh, they're not looking that good right now, boys. I'm telling you right now. If you think Shadow Priests currently are like a little bit sketch. In Shadowlands is still, but then again, Blizzard hasn't touched him yet. It's still super early in the alpha. Before Blizzard has done like a mass class rework. They only reworked a few classes on a few mechanics, but none of them have been cleaned up, let's say. So I think there's still going to be a lot of iterations in the future. There's going to be Succubus CC as Mova gets himself an angle, does get hit with a stun. No Succubus to stop this opener. Mortal Coil comes in, does land across CC Silence, Trinket for Voidform as he finally is able to get some damage into Mova. Going to be Reflect for a second. Casble's coming out, is going to be juked with a Greater Fade. And Mova actually took a little bit of damage finally from the Shadow Priest. Does get a stun around the corner. With the Cataclysm, putting the pressure. Massive spell coming in for Voidform just so he can get the dot off of him. Fear onto the pet, and the Warlock got himself a Twisted Appendage to proc as well. And actually looking like he's equalizing the hell between him and the Warlock. Gonna be a massive Warlock Hellstone coming in from Mova. Does get the Twisted Appendage, still attack, and the Warlock looks like he never killed it. That was a freebie Casble for Voidform there for a sec. Or onto Voidform. But he's still a little bit ahead in health. Mova still has some dots burning him. That's going to be Infernal around the corner. Has Greater Fate in just a second. Mortal Coil stopping it for a sec. That's going to be dispersed. This is where Mova is not even going to dumpster any Casbolts into Voidform. Oh, that's a perfect opportunity. Just to might as well get those Casbolts in there, yeah? Might as well beef them. Mova does activate Dark Soul instability, and this is where Voidform just needs to live this long enough until the big damage out of Mova is gone. He's going to resummon another Succubus. And Voidform, I think, if anything, you could at least kill the Infernal. Might as well, right? You used to get the dots on the Succubus too. Get that Succubus super low. And if you can lock down Mova, not let him resummon new Succubus, it could be quite good. Shadow Fury around the corner. Does hit Voidform. That's going to be Casble for free. And that thing is going to chunk him out. Although the Infernal is down, so it's no longer beefed up Casbolts, it's still going to be quite tough. Succubus CC onto Voidform. No answer for this Mova. Just wait until the very last second on the Succubus CC with a Mortal Coil, sending it out together with that Casbolt. Second Casbolt out of that fear. Does go for a life swap with Athos, silencing the Mova. Using that big 5-minute cooldown, not willing to go out without a fight, boys. That piece has to play carefully since Destro is broken. Destro is broken, let's be honest. It's really good damage. Destro is insane. Destro is insane, dude. Kidding me, right? Look at this guy. As we are hitting the 9-minute mark, 25% dampening. I wonder if this is better for Voidform or is that better for Mova? I'm gonna guess that dampening is better for Mova. Although Mova does get quite a bit of heals too. Voidform has all that CC, so maybe he can lock down Mova and just rot him down. But he really can poke out without getting CC by Succubus. There goes the Succubus CC, man. At least the Trinket's out of which he does go for. Silence into Mova, trying to get the VT. Gonna be Reflect as Mova does go for a Trinket himself. Voidform trying to heal up as much as possible. Oh my goodness, this is so tough. Warcraft just trying to see if he might be able to get himself just a little bit extra value, just getting a 1 dot into MOVA, but getting clipped with the whole Cataclysm. That's going to be infernal. There's just a battle of attrition between a Destro Warlock and a Shadow Priest, man. Just a battle of attrition. The MOVA isn't willing to just push in. He is treating Shadow Priest with respect here. He's not just going to run at him willy-nilly, just throw every cooldown possible. He's playing it very, very carefully. Maybe even too carefully, because Shadow Priest so far, I mean... Oh no, now he's pushing it, dude. Now he's feeling very confident. Greater Fate coming out for Void Form. Did not use Mortal Coil or anything. Reflective from MOVA. The Infernal is down for now, though. Void Form getting hit with a Succubus CC. Caswell for free, and that's going to be still at least a Disperse. It's going to reduce the damage of the Caswell, giving him some healing. Void Form is going to be able to land a stun into MOVA. Finally getting some dust. Voodoo Totem, everything available. That's going to be quite a bit of pressure into MOVA for a second. If he gets enough Azeroth procs, he could do a lot. That was a big blast from the Voodoo Trinket. Dots are there. I think Void Form needs to just find a way to just push up onto MOVA and just do as much damage while he can. Summon a whole new Succubus. Yeah, for Void Form, he just needs to get himself a lucky proc with a Twisted Appendage, get some CC onto MOVA. I think that's all he can do. Cataclysm. Oh my god. Did he finish the Catum? That might be done here. Unless he's late. No, Casbolt is going to be there for sure with a Mortal Coil. Not even going to let him Greater Fade out of it. Shadow Fear right after. No Trinket to follow. Void Form super low. Greater Fade, but nothing to fade. And MOVA now is in a good spot. Stun onto MOVA. Could be a Succubus CC around the corner. Not going for it. Extremely low. Void Form trying to see if he might be able to make a play. Silence onto MOVA with a Fear to follow. Has Wall, has Reflect. If he needs to Dust Pop Reflect with the Casbolt, I think it's going to be in. Void Form somehow surviving that Casbolt for a second, trying to get him some Shadow Mets. Back to back, the pet is down. MOVA backing up. Behind his pillar, we'll have to summon a whole new Succubus for this one. Oh my goodness. The fact that he's still alive is just a miracle. Cold with Stun Fear, Infernal Succubus. Yeah, it's a lot of CC, very tanky class, also very fast cast since they were going for a very high haste playstyle nowadays with a lot of corruptions that have to deal with haste. It's crazy. That's probably the longest duel we've had so far today though, boys. Down sleeping as well? Psh, come on, dude. I'm actually very interested to see where this goes. The duel has been going on for so long, I am very interested to see where it ends. Because Void Form is the boy, dude. He's the guy that got a 1v5, man. This is the challenge of a lifetime. Killing the Succubus. As MOVA dropping down Infernal, not dropping onto Void Form's head. The dots are on the Warlock, though. Not even looking to summon the pet. Fear onto MOVA with a side pit to follow. Silence into MOVA. As Void Form got himself Void Form with Mindbender up and running. MOVA needs to banish the Mindbender immediately. Void Form not poking out. Summoning a whole new Succubus right here. And looking to end the duel right here. Try to push in with the Dark Soul. But he can't. Fear onto the pet. Pet disappears. MOVA still has a bit of dots. Mortal Coil into Void Form. Could be the end right here. MOVA actually backs up completely. Doesn't go for the Casbolt or nothing. Gonna be a Disperse for Void Form just to get whatever health he can out of it. I think MOVA just might have to commit, man. He might just have to commit big damage. Nope, he's still going for that attrition gameplay. He doesn't want to do it. Gonna be Void Form getting the 3 dots. Has no Trinket here. Casbolt is gonna do a lot of damage. Fear right after. Doesn't get to Greater Fated. Maybe Greater Fate this year. Life Swap coming in with Athaman at the very last second. This man is playing as tanky as he can. MOVA backing up completely. And if this is where Void Form just going in, I think he's going in, boys. I think he decided, you know what? 13 minutes, 50% dampening. I have enough crowd control. I can make a play here. MOVA just bailing the hell out, dude. He sees the Shadow Priest. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna treat him spookily. That was actually Greater Fade by Void Form. Greater Faded, reflected that stun back to himself though, but Greater Faded, a Mortal Coil. Casbolt for free with a Fear, locking him down. Does land a Silence into MOVA. He needs to get a full set with pets and everything. He might be able to get himself a play here. Try to get a dot on MOVA. Got himself Void Form at least. From the pet. Succubus, new one is up and running. He's going to have to redot that thing too. MOVA trying to push in from the side. Getting that Cataclysm around the corner. That's going to be immediate dispel for Voidform. Doesn't want to let any of those dots center him. Needs to get a redot onto Mova. Needs to somehow be able to juke out the pet. I think he kind of needs to get Mova and the pet together and fear both of them. So you'll have the pet in CC. Mova kind of pushing in. Kind of possible here. Maybe a potential. It's going to be an Infernal clashing down. Mova trying to see if he might be able to get the damage in. Stun and Mortal Coil traded by both casters. And Mova got himself full Dark Soul. It's a lot of damage. Voidform has Greater Fate. Does Greater Fate to land the Fear into Mova. Walk him up for the Warlock. Voidform has Disperse available. Might need to use it here. If he's ever in line of sight, use the Disperses to get away into line of sight of Mova. The back and forth, boys. A 61% dampening. I'm just going to send out the Voodoo Trinket at him. Maybe the Mindbender, the Voodoo Trinket, might be able to get enough Azeroth procs. And Mova might actually take a bit of damage. Maybe. Poking out, getting the dot. Gateway set up with a Succubus CC. Voidform actually might be out of everything. Trinket on for that silence for Mova. Does get the cast in. Stun to follow right after with a Siphon. That's going to be reflective elo for Mova if he needs to. Voidform has Greater Fate. Didn't get to use it. Cancel. Does that end him right here? Greater Fate for a second. Reflect out for Mova as Voidform trying to heal himself. Focus up and running, and that's going to be the end to that run as Voidform tried to play against the Destro Warlock to the very bitter end, man. He couldn't do it though. Fear trying to come out for Mova, but he's super low on health, and Jellyfy is just going to be able to take him out. Does land the shortest stun in the world though. Gonna be Cheap Shot up next. Wait, nope, no Cheap Shot. Zetas instead with the Cheap Shot. Zetas throwing out Cheap Shot. Another Rogue Cheap Shot. With a twisted up headshot. It looks like the rest of Team Blue and Red are going to fall apart very quickly with 69% dampening, boys. Way too high dampening. Stun onto Zetas for a second. Jellyfy looking to get himself a root onto the Rogue. He's looking to bail the hell out of there. Bear form his way out of there. Waiting now for... I keep swapping the wrong Rogue. Waiting now for the evasion from Zetas. Does get hit with a bike. I think the bear is done though, dude. The bear is done. Didn't really have much left. Necro trying to see if he can push in. Might be able just to finish up the Rogue. Does catch a restart. Looks like there's a lot of lagging going on for Necro though. Very unfortunate. He's like, it looked like, because he kind of was moving while getting cheap shotted. And that's going to be a just dumpster in a Rogue in a single setup. Who's up next in Team Red or Team Blue? After the Rogue got dumpstered. Is it Rune? Is it Cheap Shot? Oh my god, it's Cheap Shot, man. It's Cheap Shot, dude. Landing a sap on the Necro. He has to play sub though. Oh, Shadowy Duel onto the... It was Shadowy Duel, right? Yeah, it looked like it was Shadowy Duel. He threw a bike at Necro, just looking to end him. Necro is super... either give up or is super laggy. And does take him out. As Rogue will use evasion. Atham is the last one left, dude. Last one left. Better rotate that bubble and bop as best as you can, man. This is going to be the duel to the end of it. No adaptation. Okay. It's all in the cooldowns of my Pharaoh. I never disliked Warlocks until patch 8.3. Yeah. Well, I mean, Destro Warlocks have been really, really strong for a while. Let's be honest. Patch 8.2, they were really good. Patch 8.1, they were starting to get good. But like, I think patch 8.2, they were really, really strong. It's just like super tanky. The Blizzard had to nerf their, what is it? The armor. And I remember Warlocks were saying, man, no more Destro. Didn't stop them. They just got stronger and stronger. I think it's also Vision of Perfection. Lots of people started running Vision of Perfection or Conflict of Strife. Either one was really, really good. But that's going to be a Rogue using his Belfration, trying to see if he might be able to get the Blessing of Protection from Athens. He's trying to maintain his health as best as possible. Trying to heal while there's not 100% dampening just yet. Might have the Human Racial and maybe Hodge. Cheap Shot? Maybe, maybe not. Hodge does get a trick out of him. That's going to be Cheap Shot by Cheap Shot. With a Shield of Vengeance to follow Bath. It's going to be the smallest Shield of Vengeance. Does get a Cloak of Shadows rolling and looking like he wants to get the hell away from the Paladin. The Paladin not letting up at all unless Cheap Shot can get a Kindle Shot and then get away from Ather. I think he's done for the count. Does get that Shield of Vengeance to pop finally. And looks like Cheap Shot is going to be down for the count as Ather does take him out. Bubble's still available. Krager getting kind of a weird opener. I would have liked you guys staying in the start where you got where the other guys were, not on the sidelines. That's a little bit weird. That's gonna be a bubble for Atha though. Getting a Hodge of the Cracker does force a trinket out of the Warrior. So now the Warrior is out of a trinket. If Atha can get a full wings up and running, he might be in a decent spot. Getting a slow, might be able to heal off of that slow though. Unless Cracker could somehow catch up to the guy. Because healing right now. Wings are up and running for Atha. Does he get a big Hodge for Cracker? It's gonna be a fear. Try to see if he can live through. And with the Stormbolt to Athaman, no human racial. He's still very, very cautious of the wings. He's actually just going for CC chain and just line aside, get away from Atha while he got wings up and running. Trying not to take the damage from it. Atha is going to be able to max the wings a little bit. Cracker might just have to go for Enrage Restoration early just to use it as a defensive buff. Will not be able to get much healing out of this at 92% dampening. He's still not using it. Atha though, my goodness. Cracker just felt like he could out DPS the guy and he did. And there it is, boys. And there it is. 8.3, the tankiness was ridiculous because of the massed amps. Massed amps? Mastery? Oh, maybe. But they had a smog. They had a smog, but not as tanky. 8.3 to the tankiness, another level of corruptions. They had damage. I agree. Yeah, Destro Warlock's probably one of the strongest DPS classes. Maybe, if anything, fair assessment would be the strongest caster class right now for PvP. As an overall. You know what I mean? For a class that's supposed to be like not super mobile, having to cast all their spells, interrupts are not really as much of an issue since they have 2 schools of cast. They'll fear you. What are you gonna do? Kick a fear? They'll chaos bolt you. Don't kick a fear. They'll chaos bolt you out of that fear. It's hard to beat them, dude. It's tough. But that was a long duel. But it was a good duel. We had a Shadow Priest try to see if he could fight through him. Fire Mage is way more damage. Well, I feel like Destro Warlock and Fire Mage are really close to damage, but Destro Warlock is the more survivable and has way more CC to lock someone down, right? They can control better. But yeah, it's pretty close. I'd say Destro, to me personally, I'd say Destro is harder than a Fire Mage, but maybe that's just because I'm a rogue. But like, what class counters Destro? You know? What class hard counters Destro? Because classes that are mobile, like with a range interrupt, like a Demon Hunter or something, or a Rogue, can hard counter a Mage. But what hard counters a Destro? Go last duel, lol. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. We're ready? Nah, boys, we're gonna call it here. It is 7 PM. I got pizza waiting for me. And we're also getting same tiers, man. We didn't get as much variety as I wanted to. We got one really long game, but a lot of the games were real short. And the same people, man. Hopefully next week we'll have more variety, as right now I'm pretty sure everybody's just farming their echoes. You boys get back in there and farm your echoes, you know what I mean? Here's a big counter for Warlock. Nah, I don't think so. Nah, it doesn't sound right. Windwalker counters everything. Nah, I don't think a Windwalker counters a good Warlock. Would diffuse magic? I don't think so. Maybe like in a 1v1, but like even like you gotta look on not only just 1v1, but like I look at it from 1v1s, 2v2s, but 3v3s too, man. I look at all 3 aspects of like PvP. Battlegrounds, nah. I would look at like 2v2s, 3v3, and PvP, like 1v1s. 1v1s, like if a Warlock can use every cooldown, and if there's not like an insane amount of line of sight for the Monk to just constantly. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with a bit of CC, let's say Warlock playing with a Druid or something, or Warlock plays with a Paladin. Paladin and Warlock get a trinket out of the Monk. They get a cross CC on the healer. Stun him. Couple chaos bolts while he's super ramped. It's hard. But that's just me, man. I think, dude, I think it was the strongest. Maybe Monk, maybe Demon Hunter, but like it's a maybe. I won't say it's a guarantee. With a Mage, I feel like a good Monk can counter him, a great Rogue can counter them, or even a good, decent Rogue can counter a Mage. I think a Demon Hunter can counter a Mage. Warlock can counter a Mage with a pet interrupt. I think, maybe even Shadow Priest can counter a Mage, like a really good one. What up, see you next week. Once I'll do a 5, but different story. Alright, man, sounds good. You guys have yourselves a good one. I'm gonna go get some food, enjoy myself, work on some Shadowlands videos for tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NA 5V5 1v1 DUELS, so you can see what NA boys got going on. No more. I usually try to do streams for 2 hours a day, man. because the rest of the time I'm working on what, 2 videos a day. I work on videos sometimes till 4 in the morning, so maybe I'll extend the streams if I ever have more free time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you boys all in the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Alright, peace.
The back and forth has got me so messed up. Don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out. Find a way out. Find a way, find a way out. Find a way out. Find a way out. What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a